Have you ever wondered how one man could redefine our understanding of the universe? Welcome to the enigma that is Isaac Newton. Born in a small hamlet in Lincolnshire, England, in the year 1643, Newton was to become one of the most influential figures in the annals of science. His work laid the bedrock for classical physics, and his laws of motion and universal gravitation paved the way for future scientific exploration. Newton was not just a scientist. He was a mathematician, an astronomer, a theologian, and an author. His contributions spanned a vast array of fields, making him a true polymath. His innovative thinking, his insatiable curiosity, and his relentless pursuit of knowledge have left an indelible mark on our world. So who was this extraordinary man? What drove him? And how did his work forever change our perception of the universe? Journey with me as we delve into the life of this extraordinary man. Isaac Newton's story begins in Woolsthorpe, England, in 1643. Born prematurely and with a frail constitution, his survival was uncertain. But survive he did, and from an early age, young Isaac displayed an insatiable curiosity for the world around him. He was raised by his grandmother after the death of his father and his mother's subsequent remarriage. His childhood was marked by solitude, and he often found solace in nature, observing and making sense of his surroundings. This was the playground where Isaac's fascination with the world took root, and his keen observations of nature would later become the foundation of his scientific inquiries. Despite his humble beginnings, Newton was afforded an education thanks to his mother's return after the death of her second husband. He was enrolled at the King's School in Grantham, where he excelled, particularly in mathematics and natural philosophy. Newton's early education was not merely confined to the classroom, though. He was a voracious reader, devouring books on a wide range of subjects. His thirst for knowledge was insatiable, and his independent studies often surpassed what was taught in school. By the time he left school, Newton was well versed in the existing scientific and philosophical theories of his time. He had begun developing his own ideas and was on the path to becoming one of the greatest scientific minds. Little did the world know that this curious boy would grow up to revolutionize science. Newton's life took a turn when he enrolled at the University of Cambridge in 1661. This was the beginning of a journey that would see him transform from a mere student to one of the most influential scientists of all time. At Cambridge, Newton was exposed to a world of ideas and knowledge that was far beyond what he had known in his rural childhood. He delved into the works of modern philosophers and scientists of the time, such as Descartes and Galileo, absorbing their ideas and challenging them with his own. However, in 1665, the Great Plague hit England. Cambridge was not spared, and the university was closed as a precautionary measure. Newton, like many others, was forced to return home. But it was during this period of isolation that he began to form some of his most groundbreaking theories. Instead of remaining idle, Newton used this time to delve deeper into his studies. Removed from the distractions of university life, he was free to let his mind roam. It was during this time that he first began to formulate his theories on calculus, optics, and the laws of motion and gravity. This period is often referred to as Newton's annus mirabilis, his year of wonders. While the world around him was in chaos, Newton found solace in his studies. The seeds of his theories on light and color, which would later revolutionize our understanding of the world, were planted during this time. The Great Plague was indeed a dark time in history, but for Newton, it was a period of intense productivity. His isolation allowed him to focus and think in ways that he might not have been able to in a more traditional academic environment. The plague didn't just impact Newton's life, it also changed the course of scientific history. The seeds of a scientific revolution were sown during Newton's isolation. This period of Newton's life serves as a testament to the power of the human mind to find light in the darkest of times, and to turn adversity into an opportunity for profound discovery. Newton's greatest achievements came in the form of his 3 laws of motion and the law of universal gravitation. These laws, penned by Isaac Newton himself, would forever change our understanding of the physical world. The first law, also known as the law of inertia, postulates that an object at rest will remain at rest, and an object in motion will continue in motion with the same speed and direction, unless acted upon by an external force. This law fundamentally contradicts Aristotle's ancient beliefs, which stated that an external force is necessary to keep an object in motion. Newton's second law of motion introduces the concept of force. It states that the force acting on an object is equal to the mass of the object multiplied by its acceleration. This means that if you push a heavy object, it will move slower than a lighter one, given the same amount of force. The third law, often referred to as action-reaction law, asserts that for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. This is the principle behind the propulsion of rockets and the recoil of guns. Now, let's venture from Earth to the cosmos with Newton's law of universal gravitation. This law proposes that every particle of matter in the universe attracts every other particle with a force that is directly proportional to the product of their masses and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between their centers. This law not only explained why apples fall from trees, but also how the planets orbit the sun. These groundbreaking laws revolutionized our understanding of the universe. They were instrumental in major scientific advancements, from the Industrial Revolution to the space age. They challenged the status quo, sparked debates, and inspired a new generation of thinkers and innovators. Newton's laws would become the foundation of modern physics. They continue to shape our world, our technology, and our understanding of the universe. The legacy of Isaac Newton, therefore, is not just in the past. It is very much part of our present and will continue to influence our future. Newton's later years were filled with achievements, controversies, and a lasting legacy. As he stepped away from his groundbreaking work in physics and mathematics, Newton dove into a world of administration and finance. He served as warden of the Royal Mint, a position that allowed him to apply his analytical prowess to the realm of economics. Not just a mere figurehead, Newton took an active role, reforming the currency, battling counterfeiting, and establishing standards that would stabilize the British economy for decades to come. However, it wasn't all about coins and calculations in these years. Newton also held strong, albeit controversial, views on religion. He believed in a monotheistic God, but rejected the concept of the Holy Trinity, a viewpoint considered heretical by many in his era. He spent countless hours studying and interpreting the Bible, attempting to reconcile his faith with his scientific understanding of the world. Newton's life journey came to an end on March 20th, 1727. His death marked the end of an era, but the beginning of a legacy that would echo through the centuries. He left behind a body of work that became the foundation of modern physics. His laws of motion and universal gravitation became the bedrock upon which future scientists would build. Even beyond the realm of science, the Newtonian approach of systematic observation, rigorous testing, and mathematical description shaped the way we approach knowledge and discovery to this day. From the orbits of planets to the path of a falling apple, Newton's principles allow us to predict and understand the physical world around us. His influence is seen not only in the classrooms and laboratories, but also in the currency in your pocket and the computer screen you're staring at. His work in optics paved the way for advancements in technology, leading to inventions like the camera and the computer monitor. Newton's legacy continues to shape our understanding of the universe. His story is a testament to the power of curiosity and the relentless pursuit of truth. This man, who stood between heaven and earth, has truly left a mark that time cannot erase. Isaac Newton's journey from a small English village to the annals of scientific history is truly awe-inspiring. Born into humble beginnings, Newton's insatiable curiosity led him on a path of discovery that would forever change our understanding of the universe. From his early years, Newton demonstrated a unique ability to perceive the world in ways others could not. He dared to question, to probe, and to challenge the accepted truths of his time. His time at Cambridge University and his experiences during the Great Plague were instrumental in shaping his unique perspective on the natural world. Newton's groundbreaking work on the laws of motion and universal gravitation revolutionized science. His ideas, born out of a combination of rigorous observation and mathematical precision, provided a framework for understanding the physical universe that still holds true today. In his later years, Newton continued to contribute to the scientific community, using his influence to shape the future of scientific inquiry. His legacy is imprinted on every aspect of modern science, from physics to astronomy, from mathematics to engineering. Reflecting on Newton's life, we see a man driven by a relentless pursuit of understanding. His story serves as a powerful reminder of the impact one individual can have when fueled by curiosity and a desire to uncover the secrets of the universe. Newton's story is a testament to the power of curiosity and the pursuit of knowledge.